When I think of robots and AI, automatically iRobot, the film with Will Smith. I'm sorry, and I know that's
Yeah.
a stereotype, but the fear is upon me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a number of risks that exist, and there's a number of benefits which I mentioned, but there's a number of risks, and we need to be aware of these, and we need to work out ways to mitigate these. So things like escalating complexity. So machines are becoming more and more complex. And at some point, potentially, it may be difficult for humans to actually understand how these machines work and control these machines. One of the interesting areas that we need to look at is that the problem of unstoppable machines. So a machine that is only focused on completing a task in hand may decide that the first thing it should do in order to complete the task in hand is to work out a way to prevent humans from shutting it down. So clearly, we must be able to shut machines down, and we need to work out ways to make these machines safe.
Yeah, we need the off button, don't we? We've already got vacuums, as robots, haven't we? I've got a friend who had one of these. Also, robot lawnmowers and the cars that drive themselves. That's another one on the list. What next? What do you think's coming up next robotically?
Yeah, I really think. I mean, we work in software systems. So here at Omni AI, we produce systems that help businesses with fairly routine tasks. So providing support for sales and technical help, and helping people internally do some of their work. So at the moment, I think a lot of the AI and a lot of the automation is fairly routine. But this area is developing at a pace. So we are, as has been commented on, we are going to see a lot of jobs being replaced by software and by robots. I think some estimates between 20 and 40%. So there's a lot to come.
Wow. I mean, should I be watching out for my job, in which case?
I mean, we develop voice bots that
Can you
can
stop that?
be
Damien,
programmed to
no,
do
just stop that now.
pretty.
I want to knock that one on the head. This
Okay,
is
well,
fair
I
to
think
say. This is quite an important moment, then, a bit of a tipping point potentially in terms of AI progression.
yeah. I mean, I think we've seen a sort of explosion at the beginning of last year with the launch of ChatGPT, and now we've seen that in the workplace. This is being taken up by, particularly in the sort of marketing and administration. Some operational roles have taken up some of these tools, and we've seen that it's already replacing a significant amount of work that people are doing. I think at the moment people are shifting, as I say, to more complex, ultimately probably more rewarding tasks. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming for it's going to come and replace a number of the more routine administration tasks that we have in workplaces.
Gosh, and how important is it for the safety of production? I mean, this is what you do. How safe are you at Omni AI?
Yeah, I think currently as we stand, the sort of generative AI that we have at the moment is fairly safe. But in the future, we need to uh, we need to train machines not to make decisions at all costs, and instead to adopt a pragmatic approach. So when an AI is unclear, they would need to defer to humans, and that's a key element of what they'll be looking at the Institute for Safer Autonomy. Um, we really need to program machines to understand our own preferences and to act in our interest. So
I mean,
yeah,
it is fascinating. Can you get your crystal ball out now, Damien? I'd like a tomorrow's world moment, a prediction for say 10 or 20 years time. How will we be using AI?
I think I mean that's a long way in the future. I think in ten years time, but I think in the coming years, within 10 years, we'll see that most roles within the workplace will be transformed, if not completely replaced. So we're going to have to look at what we do with the working population. Certainly, a number of new roles will be created, but there's going to be a large number of roles or a large number of people who potentially don't fit in to the workplace. So it's something we're going to have to look at. There's going to be a huge amount of economic disruption, and I guess governments are going to have to look at how we deal with that. Potentially, we can look at things like universal basic income to support people who find themselves replaced by these machines.
Gosh, Damien, that is terrifying. Oh, but thank you so much this morning. You've put the wind right up me. Damien Edwards there from Omni AI, talking to me about the importance of AI safety and a prediction for not 20 years' time, 10 years' time. There's going to be a lot of us that are going to be replaced. He said 20 to 40% of the workforce. Oh, my goodness. What do you make of it? I mean, if there was a robot that could replace, do something for you in your house, what would it be? What would you go for? I'm saying dusting, because I hate dusting. 0800 111 48 49. Yeah, but mind me China bits, please.